Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the lunchtime market update for Monday, March 2nd, 2020. Happy new month. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. So let's take a look at where we're on the weekly charts here. So if we look at the SPX, we have an inside week so far. So we're seeing a little bit of general choppiness here, but big move overall on the day. So let's take a look at the daily chart here. So big move. This is what we were talking about yesterday when we were on our live stream last night. We were hoping that we would reclaim 50% of this range right here and hopefully close above 50% of that range. And if we do, what we'll see is a morning star reversal. Right? It's a morning star reversal is a 3-bar candle. You have one candle, you have a real body below it, and then your next candle closes within 50% of that range. And so hopefully we can do that. And ideally, we close above the 200-day moving average, and then we could work toward filling this gap. So pretty amazing stuff. It was a rough weekend. We gapped down on the S&P futures, and but we had a nice recovery overnight and into the morning. So let's take a look at the SPY. So the SPY was just take a look at relative volume right here. So again, the volume so far today, as we're halfway through the day, is still actually pretty good, a lot bigger than some of this stuff up here, right? So as the volatility picked up, we've seen a lot of volume pick up too. So let's see if that volume can really get in there and get above that 200-day moving average on the SPY as well. Let's look at the S&P futures and take a look and see how that happened overnight. So you can see here on the daily chart, last night we gapped down, right? I even tweeted out a poll. I was like, we're going to open red or we can open green, and the majority said red, and we certainly did. We opened red, we gapped down, but goodness, they really pulled up, but it wasn't without its challenges, right? So we've been seeing these wild movements, after hours, and we were actually red for a little bit, this morning, right? We broke out of the trend box. I mentioned that this morning. We walked through it on the live stream this morning here, right? We pushed our way back up, then we came down, right? Then we had these 3 lower shadows right here, and then launched to the upside. Now, what is this? This is really basically not only algo's buying, but we also have fresh flows coming in, right? It's a new month, so so some institutions and pension funds, things like that, are going to try to put their money into some key stocks and elements like that. So we do have some of those that are going in there. So, but it's not without its risks, right? Because the VIX, with the volatility, is still up. So the VIX itself is actually, it's down here, but the VIX futures, right, are actually green a little bit. So it's pretty interesting. So just keep that in mind when we're looking at these things, just to keep it all in perspective, right? So even though we have a nice move today on the SP, it doesn't mean that we're out of the water yet. So let's take a look. Let's look at a couple ones that were on the radar this morning. So we had JD finally gave a nice breakout right here. We originally had a triple inside 15, and then it tried to break out of the double inside 15. Couldn't do it when the market got strong. This is a great one to look at for the 15-hour breakout. That was ready to do it there. WDC. Western Digital, WDC. Let's see. Yep, Western Digital had an upgrade this morning, so that is an interesting one here to have kept on the radar, right, with a nice upgrade. So anytime we have the market strong, you want to go to the stuff that makes sense, right, instead of just jumping at anything. And here, look at this, is like right at its 15-hour high right there, which is corresponded right with the pre-market box, and gave a nice breakout on WDC this morning. And then lastly, we have Twitter. Right now, Twitter's been chopping around a bunch here after the Jack Dorsey possible leaving Twitter. So this one hasn't been getting the relative strength on it, but that's definitely been one that's been on the radar. We just wanted to see how that was acting today. So we're seeing that it's choppy right there. Okay, so we got a couple other ones, a couple chart requests out there. So we have Baidu. Okay, so Baidu actually was interesting. So that, again, had a big move down at the open, and then it's kind of chopping here below the 15 orb. Let's take a look at it on the daily chart and see how that's looking. So look at that. It tried to do a push, right, to go, not quite a Morningstar reversal setup, but right now it looks like a slipping hot dog pattern, so just be careful with that one. Apple, so this is a huge one, right? This is one that one of our members actually put it out and profited from this morning. So this is looking nice right here, almost a Morningstar reversal as well. Great move up, got up to the 80 MA here, and just take a look at the strength in Apple today. The relative strength was great, right? At one point it was like 18 points or so. Got real choppy, but this is the kind of stuff we like. We like this kind of consolidated move right here. Got real nice on the inside 15, a slight little hammer right here. Couldn't quite break below. Another inside 15 that broke up, gave you a 15-hour break to the upside, and gave a nice move and filled its closing gap above. Those are levels that we provide to our members. Another one that popped up on the radar this morning. This is a tough one to trade because of the spreads, but it had some relative strength this morning. Costco gave a move to the nice level. Another one we pointed out in the live stream this morning as well was Walmart. So Walmart was interesting as well. That came up to our target level today too after its 15-hour breakout. So we liked it on the pullback here to the 15 orb and then a move up. It's tough to sometimes get these breakouts. Sometimes they're a little extended, especially when they have that move there. So if it's really bullish and wants to hold, you hold that 15 orb and then it gives you a nice bounce to the upside. So it's a great stuff there. And then one more, PDD. Pinduoduo. Interesting. It's got a we're right there at the 50-day moving average. So let's keep an eye on that, and we're at the cloud. So just be careful with that. It's got a gap below too. Earnings coming up as well. So good stuff, guys. Well, I hope everybody has a great rest of your trading day today, and we'll see you guys at the market wrap. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. I'll talk to you guys soon.